The Toot Totem here in Clayton, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Nice spot.
Yeah, really nice spot.
Last night I'm editing a video and you went for a walk.
Yep.
And there was a pretty big storm. It didn't really rain much.
Yeah, it almost was like, it kind of seemed like heat lightning and heat like thunder. Well, it started as heat just lightning, and then the thunder started booming.
Dude, it was like strike, 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 strike in the same place. It was huge, and then the thunder was wonderful.
Yeah, and it rolled in from like over here, so it kind of came in quick over the city.
Yeah.
And it was like orange. The clouds were like orange.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, it was that sunset. And it was awesome. The problem is I tried to get a video, it didn't happen. Because, I mean, obviously, getting lightning, you just have to set it up on a tripod and then parse through all of the, I've tried to do it, but in the past, and no dice. But today is a new day. We're a mile high.
We are about a mile high. Yeah.
About a mile high. We went into the store just to like grab a little snack, just something to like, hey, thanks for letting us stay here. And we noticed that the potato chips were like, as full as they could be without exploding.
The air had expanded. Yep.
So today we're going on an interesting hike. Finally, we've been slacking. So part of it is just that life has gotten in the way, but also we made it what we wanted to do. 24 hikes a year, right? In the year. 26. Well, we've been kind of slack. How many have we done?
4.
4? I thought it was like 7.
No, we've done 4.
Anyways, so we need to change that. You know, if we count the individual hikes at national parks, though, I feel like we've done more.
We're not counting a hike as anything less than 3 miles.
Yeah, we're not. We're a little out of shape. I will say that. We have overindulged in Tejas, but now we're gonna go ahead and compensate for that, and we got a cool spot.
We do, yeah.
All right, let's go. Capulin Volcano National Monument. All right, let's go inside. It's a nice road in.
It is. It's a little smoky out here.
A little hazy. You can see it up there. Yeah, let's see what they've got here. We are going to have to disconnect. Not a big deal. They got a nice spot for us. All right, so the visitor center is really cool. Watch the video. But essentially, this wasn't originally a mountain, like unlike Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, whatever. This formed because the gas just released. Likely the wind was going this way, and it formed what kind of looks like a, from above, like a little pimple in the, the skin of the earth, right? Super fascinating to see. It's also apparently a dark sky park. So you can come out here, do your astrophotography or, what have you, but you can't camp here. So that's something to know. But yeah, for those that aren't familiar, the magma comes up from below the Earth's crust. It's got to release. Gas builds up and off it goes. But really fascinating.
This is the most perfectly formed cylindrical cone volcano that still exists in North America. And it was formed over a few months instead of over lots of years.
Yeah, that's kind of, well, apparently it was continuing to erupt for weeks or months.
And that's it.
Whereas like Mount St. Helens, when it blew, pretty much done. Well within, what, the day?
Yeah.
We do have to unhook because we can only take something up to 26 feet. So the truck it is. We're going to do some hikes, and a lot of you guys will make fun of me for using my ATCs, my all-terrain Crocs. And I can kind of see why you might say that. They don't offer any stiffness at all. I do generally like the traction of them, although I'm noticing this is not wearing the same as on this side. I go through these like crazy. Anywho, well, apparently Fitville noticed that as well, and they go, hey, you might want to try these on. These are the Fitville low top sturdy core, and you get a little flex in the toe, which is what you want, but I'm not twisting these and whatnot. They've got a lot of grip on them. That's nice. They're pretty firm. They say though these are supposed to be at least as comfortable as my Crocs. And that's really the key, because the reason I wear my Crocs is because they are so comfortable, because I get a lot of foot pain. These also don't look like hiking shoes to me. These just look like regular sneakers. And I gotta say, I mean, they feel nice. They're sturdy. They do have some good arch support right in here, is what I'm noticing. But they don't look like, you know, they just look like regular shoes to me, which is perfect. I don't really want something that looks like it's only a hiking boot, because I like to wear the same shoes day in and day out. I like to wear the same footwear in the city as well as on these trails, because we might be out in the middle of nowhere and then 30 minutes later in the city. So I'm not switching it up. I also don't want to look that weird. Crocs look weird enough. This is, ooh, they are comfy. There's a lot of room here. That's how like Crocs get me. Yeah, I don't think they're very expensive. What were they, 70 bucks? 80 bucks? Yeah. They have a couple color options. I just went with something very simple. But Emma also got a little something.
These are the Rebound Core 9, version 9s. And look at the green. You know, green's my favorite color. They're so cool looking.
These are actually pretty, look at those. Yeah. The soles of these though, very thick. That's thick. What I care about.
And they're supposed to be like the ultimate walking shoe. Like they're supposed to be super comfortable. They're a wide toe box. They've got arch support.
Got a little bit of grip in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not quite on this level, but
they aren't necessarily a hiking shoe. They're more of a walking shoe, but I couldn't pass up how cool these looked.
Are these sturdy enough? So you've got a little flex there, which is what you need.
But not in the middle.
See, they also aren't like, I noticed with like a lot of other brands, and I'm not a shoe snob by any means. I'm not really, it's just not my thing, right? I don't care about shoes. I want them to work, fit well, not tear apart. That's the, who'd have thunk, right? If you look at the stiffness of these versus, there's nothing there. You know, granted, you actually have to lace these in. The Crocs you can slip on. But when it comes to like hiking injuries, ankle injuries, things like that, yeah, these ought to be a lot more stiff. It gives you a little bit more tension on your foot. So, but they're not uncomfortable. They give you a good arch support. So,
and any company that comes at us and says, we see you hiking in Crocs and people are making fun of you, let's fix that.
Yeah,
we're here for it.
Well, we'll let you know though if they pass the test. I just think it's funny that they've actually watched our channel and they're like, stop hiking in Crocs.
That, and they read the comments and saw people trolling us for it.
That's so funny. All right, we're also gonna refill the water bladders here in our backpacks because it's getting warm. It's not crazy. Yeah, we get the fans going. We don't even need to turn the AC on for cold. But once we get moving, yeah, these will come in handy. Yeah, we've got 2 of these little bags. Kind of nice. We are going up.
Apparently it's only like a 10-minute drive all the way up.
Yeah, so somebody has to, we're like, are you walking the whole thing? I'm like, no, not a chance.
I mean, maybe one day, but not today.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa. We are up here.
That's pretty.
And the interesting thing is it's actually 93 degrees Fahrenheit up here, and it's 78 just, I think, right down there at the bottom. There's a loop we need to take. This is elevation 7877, and I can kind of feel that.
Yeah. We're up high. It's a little smoky.
I can kind of feel that. The air's a little thinner up here.
Yeah.
And apparently there are all sorts of lizards. We'll see if we find any. There used to be bison out here. I don't believe there are any more. Okay. Yeah, I'm already feeling it. Oh man. It's moderately strenuous is what it is described as.
It's like a 305-foot elevation gain right off the bat.
We've been kind of out of the game for a little while. Man, we're putting these shoes to the test. Let me tell you what. Oh, hey, we can see our house from here. I just realized this is actually where the blast happened. This is the, we call it, not the
crater.
The crater, yeah, there you go. Wow. We're parked right in the blast zone.
Yep.
Dang. It's actually kind of impressive though. You can still see all the volcanic rock and
that's what's hot, it holds heat.
It does. But life will come back. Isn't that something? And it looks cool.
I mean, you can see the lichen, which is what started first on the rock.
Yeah, there are all these little baby cacti around as well. Oh, we just were in an area that had a bunch of them. Whew. Yeah. the smoke is also really something. You can't see nearly as far as you'd normally be able to.
These shoes blend in nicely in this climate, though.
Okay, these are definitely paying off.
And I feel grippy. Like, I don't think I'm slipping or anything.
No, sturdiness. So I now get it a little bit more. But I haven't worn regular shoes for how many years now?
A couple, at least 5, 6, 7.
Oh, there's a cacti. Look at those little beauties.
The prickly guys.
Yeah, they pear cactus?
I don't know if those ones are pancake.
Or pancake, yeah. That doesn't even look real.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
I can only imagine how cool this looks on a clear day.
Yeah.
But the smoke makes it look really eerie.
You can see actually some of the forms that I'm sure, like some of the lava kind of, you know, out there, it's sort of spilled over. Now, there's a whole loop around the crater here. Oh man.
It's so cool out here.
The video will not give you the proper perspective, I'll tell you. I don't like that we have to go back down. Back up. Not about that life, but...
Sorry, the crater didn't form a perfectly level loop for you.
I know, I forgive you. Not a lot of shade out here either, so early in the morning is definitely better. They do give you a lot of sitting spots though.
That's nice.
That is nice. These cute little guys have little flowers on them. Oh, how nice is that? This is crazy. We're almost to the top. The very top this time. Apparently that, which you can barely see, is a Sierra Grande with an elevation of 8720. 8,700 feet. Wow. Yeah, the blast radius here.
And then I think that right there, where it's tall on one side and short on the other,
Yeah.
it's called the Rabbit Ear Mountain, which is the remnant of a cinder cone active during this period.
Okay, this is the highest elevation. 8182. Oh, that's interesting.
So you climb about 400 feet.
This is almost, there's some towers out there. It's almost the same height.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. Oh, there's the benches. We can enjoy those. Oh yeah, and right down there, straight down there, you can see Des Moines, New Mexico.
Over there you can see Black Mesa, Oklahoma. We're sitting right in the top corner of New Mexico, so we could hit
Black Mesa's right back there.
Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, and
Yeah.
New Mexico.
Oh man. A flash flood killed 17 people in 1908. Here's the other side of the crater. And wow, man, I tell you, what a sight. Yeah, this site's more interesting, I think. More landmass.
I just asked Joel if he thought that going the other way around the trail would have been easier.
I don't know. I think that like I'd rather have a shorter, more steep incline and get to the top faster, and then a more gradual decline. My knees on the way down, I think, are hurting more than they were on the way up.
Yeah.
But these shoes, I will say, they're not shifting around. I've gotten so used to Crocs. You know, you slip on, you go. And they're kind of loose and you kind of adjust because of that. I feel like I'm working less hard for some reason.
Yeah, we're not having to fight with our feet slipping out of our shoes and slipping in and out and around and stuff. Our feet are locked in and kind of doing what we're telling them to do.
Yeah, my feet aren't killing me yet, so I think that... But I'm surprised though. I must have always been wearing the wrong kind of footwear because I switched to Crocs because they were more comfortable. And these are even better than Crocs.
I think especially for the hikes and walking and stuff, yes. I think like day-to-day wear, I still am going to go with my Crocs. But
those are basically just regular sneakers.
These are just regular sneakers. But yes, they feel good.
They do feel good. What a beautiful prairie here in Colorado.
We are north of Colorado City, just barely.
Yeah, at a rest area here. And it is a beautiful rest area.
Sure is.
Oh my goodness, out here it is lovely. The weather has really shifted. So the smokiness persists, as you guys can see, or not see, I should say. But we ran through some rain, which has been it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Washed off the rigs a little bit, got some of that dust gone. Okay, so the temps went down to 63. And then right back up. It's now 97, but it doesn't feel that bad.
It's right when we came over the border into Colorado,
Yeah.
right when we hit Trinidad, it started raining and the temperature dropped, and then
All the mountains and...
all the mountains and stuff, yeah.
So the weird thing is though, top of these hills or mountains or whatever you want to come, way hotter than below. A lot of people go, yeah, you need to get to a higher elevation, and that's when, the temps will drop. I'm sure in some places that's true. I have not found that to be true in the Pacific Northwest. We are not really seeing it here in Colorado, so I don't know. But I'm sure that like Flagstaff, Arizona, maybe that is true.
Yeah.
So it's not a universal.
Well, the air is way, way, way drier.
Yeah.
And actually the girl at Tractor Supply told me that if you put a little unscented chapstick on the end of your nose, it'll stop you from getting nosebleeds. We haven't tried it, so we don't know if that's true or not, but she did tell us that tip.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so like the air is like thinner because we're at a higher elevation. It's a lot drier. It's just like we're doing a whole big
Smoky.
Climate shift right now. Yeah, and the
We
smoke.
sure are. Yeah. So we've put on a few more miles than we expected to today. The big fuel tank that we have, that long range.
Yeah.
So the weird thing is we got up the mountains, and as you'd expect, like fuel economy improved, but we were going up grades, and still, instead of being like 11.6 miles per gallon, we're now 13.2.
Yeah.
But maybe we have like a tailwind or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know, but this is our home for the evening. It's quiet enough.
Yeah. I found this one on Iowa Realtor. It's pretty. It's quiet enough. It'll get the job done for a night.
Absolutely. And for the rest of the evening, we have a few calls to make. I'd like to get this into the shop just for that trailer brake module. I do think it's a trailer brake module.
Yeah.
Everything I'm reading, and I'm not a mechanic or an engineer, trailer brake module makes the most sense. This is not under the recall, but yeah, as of right now, sure, I can squeeze the trailer brake manually. Shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Brand new truck, and I'm working on another method. You guys know this. We've gone through 3 more iterations of like, oh, does this work? Does this work? Does it? I'm trying to make it easier for folks to disable the tracking without having to tear your dash apart.
Yeah.
So, and somebody actually asked, would it be easier just to basically get into that and just disconnect that? Not from what I can tell. I don't think so. We watched a couple videos.
You have to pull the whole headliner down, and that's not something we're gonna
Yeah, you got to go into the, there's airbags in that front, the A-pillar here. You got to go into the A-pillar here. You got to go up. No, we're not doing all that.
No, we're not doing all that.
But theoretically, is it possible? Sure.
So Joel's just gonna pull her whole dash apart again.
We are, yeah. I say we, but Evan's gonna film it probably. And then we're gonna just try. We need to do a little bit more experimenting because we didn't realize prior to doing all that nonsense that it's possible that basically the SatLink cellular antenna and AM/FM are all in one potentially, or 2. There's 2 satellite. There's a shark fin and then there's a separate satellite. And the satellite may be where they're getting a lot of the information from. And if that just runs to the radio instead of the TBM like it used to, maybe just unplugging from the radio works. I don't know. We'll find out though.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, stay tuned.